All right. So now that we've charged her up, you saw it was very quick, only about half an hour. Maybe she was a little bit charged already. And now we're going to do the first use. In the other video, you'll see the setup and a little bit more information about why a PhiPower hydrogen infuser, actually why hydrogen water in general, or hydrogen infused water. I have other videos on that, put that below as well, but that video will be below in particular. And now let's go and get the first use over here at the sink. So we could just take tap water and use that. I do that sometimes in a rush or whatever, but it's better to use filtered water, which I have here, and the PhiPower filter and pH regulator. I can set the alkaline level of the water. After I run it through that, which just sets about 7.3. This will regulate it to about 7 anyway, so it's one for the filter. I'd use this, and then I put it over here in my PhiPower structured water device, which you run this magnet for about, they say up to about a half an hour. I do it sometimes just for a few minutes or 10 minutes, and it structures the water. Yeah, I cleaned it with Alkaline vinegar, apple vinegar water, and yeah, it comes off a little bit, their logo. But anyway, you see this, I use this device every day. Well, once I get the water structured, I just leave the be for a day or two till I drink it all, and then I go again. So that's the structured water. So we're going to take the structured water. You can use, once you can use any kind of water, and we're going to put it into the PhiPower new device here. You just open it. You just put in your water. Now, the thing about these devices, you don't want to leave much room at the top. You want to fill it up to the brim, right up to the rim. My structured water is going to be used up after this. So right up to the top. Might be a little bit too much there because it does have like indentation in here. So I'm going to just do a little tiny bit out, just a little tiny bit. And then we just take it. Now we just put the cap on like that. In this case, I'll get rid of some of the residue. I do that pretty much every time anyway. And then you get a full little bottle of water here. To turn it on, it's quite simple. You just hit the on button, hold about 3 seconds, and it should pop on. Each cycle is about 5 minutes, or is 5 minutes. I sometimes do 2 cycles for 10 minutes. The more the merrier. So there's the on button down there. So we have the on button down there, and we're just gonna click her on here. 1, 2, 2 seconds, and there we go. And you see the bubbles starting to go. So we'll wait 5 minutes and we'll give it our first test. So I really love just watching it filter. Sometimes at night I just watch it. The lights are cool. Yeah, it's really neat. And beneficial. That's the nice thing about it.
Alkaline water level 2. Alkaline water level 2.
Let's give it a swirl here. Okay, you see a little bit of residue. That's normal. That's good. And then you take your water. You see a couple air bubbles. This time I just used normal tap water. And yeah, it might be a difference between tap water and filtered and processed or structured water, as it were. We just take it here. You're going to hear the carbonation sound. And you just pour it in. I drink it every morning for sure, and at night sometimes as well, and sometimes in between the day. And now we'll give it a proper try here. Yeah, tastes like water, like it should, right? So very good. That's how you can use the PhiPower H₂ generator to infuse hydrogen into your water, to get more hydrogen into your water. A very healthy, beneficial, and from what I can see, no harmful purposes to infusing just hydrogen into your water. The next step is to test this device further. So actually, we'll test to see the levels of hydrogen in the water. I have a way of doing that with the blue stuff, as I call it, and we'll do that in the future. It'll be like a month or two. But anyway, I trust them. From what I could see, the reviews seem to show that as well. And but it's always good to double check what is actually happening in the water. Is there actually more hydrogen in the water than my normal, let's say, tap water, or something like that, or my normal structured water? That might be a good thing to test. Structured water, half hour after being filtered, put it through the hydrogen device. Test one just through these devices, just structured, and check again with the hydrogen infused. That'll be for a future video. But like I said, it's a great company, great product. You can check out more information over on PhiPower.org, I believe it is. I don't get paid to do this. I just really enjoy using the products. I have several of them and have for years. But in any event, I think a hydrogen infuser, I started with another brand years ago, and I really enjoyed that too. It seemed to really be beneficial. So check it out. There's other things I do in my routine, such as turmeric and what have you, that might also benefit me and help me feel better. But nonetheless, I really do believe in good water, like we discussed in the other video about the water from the natural spring in Saint and Array, just like Lourdes. Water has miraculous properties, thanks to God. So, but good water, right out of the ground, hydrogen rich, is very rare. We have the ability with devices like this to actually create hydrogen infused water the way water should be. So, all right, David from Pinocchio01, wishing you a great day. Take care. Don't forget to like, share. Really appreciate that. Let me know of any other tips or comments. Always appreciated. And once again, thank you for your time. Take care. Delicious.